Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. If you're new here, Happy New Year. If you're new here, gosh, I need to quit my job and become a rapper. Oh my god, that was amazing. If you're new here, my name is Timmy, and this channel is usually about whatever pops into my head, really. Usually food and books and lots of vlogs. So if that's something that's up your alley, please like and subscribe, okay? Because we've got lots of videos coming this year. So today, or should I say yesterday, today is New Year's Day, by the way. Don't know when this is going to go up. Probably tomorrow, if I'm very optimistic and focused on my goals. But if yesterday I was thinking about my 2022 goals and thinking about how to achieve them. I think last year I did pretty well, or pretty okay, with my dreams and my goals. I didn't really have that many, to be honest. I was pregnant, so I just wanted to have the baby and be free from pregnancy, because that was not fun. But I thought I have lots of dreams for this year, and how do I keep myself going? How do I keep myself motivated? Because 365 days is a long time, okay? Nobody wants to fall off the wagon in June or July. Do you know what I mean? So I just thought, how best can we achieve our goals? I've never done this before. I just thought, maybe there's somebody else who is struggling like me, or who might need some tips because they didn't do so well last year, and maybe they might want to do better this year. So the first one is write them down. If you don't write it down, then I don't know, maybe your memory is better than mine, but my memory is, pretty crap these days. I don't know whether it's mommy brain, but yeah, you need to write it down first of all, so that there's something that my social studies teacher told me in GS2: he who writes reads twice. So first of all, that's already you reinforcing your goals. And when you write it down, it makes you, reevaluate things and see how things can work for you. Is it possible? Is it not possible? Is it too many? Is it, not plenty enough? So we're going to achieve our goals in 2022 using the SMART objectives. If you've heard of it before, say, hey! Yeah, so my supervisor told me about this a few years ago. So I've been using it for my residency training goals, and it's been really helpful. So I thought, you can apply it to anything in this life, and it's okay to dream big, okay? Just dream big. There's nothing wrong with dreaming big. Why are you dreaming small? There's no point, nobody's going to beat you and say, your dream is too big. Nobody's going to do that. So first of all, the first thing you need to do is write it down. If you're a journaling person, write it in your journal, or just open the notes app on your phone and write it down. Write them down. For me, this year, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I have 19 goals this year. Some of them will take less than others. Some are big, some are small, but I just thought, let everything be in the same place. And I'm actually looking at my notes now. I'm not going to show you many of them because you're just going to laugh at me. But I'm sure everybody has goals like that. We're gonna, focus on our goals using the SMART objectives. Number 1, write it down. Stick it on your vision board, if you will. Just write them down. You can write it in order of importance, like I need to do this, I need to do this, I need to do this. But maybe I need to do this later in the year, like maybe in December or in November. Still put it on the list, because, chances are you may forget. Reading it very frequently helps you kind of, remember that, oh, November is almost here and I need to sort this out before before the year runs out. So that's the first thing I'm gonna say. You can write as many as you want, and some of them are going to be easier than others. That's the truth. Because personally, I have some exams coming up this year. I'm always doing exams. I've been doing exams since I was 16, and I'm gonna be 30 soon. That's 14 years of exams. I'm just, I chose medicine. Why did I choose medicine? Anyway, yeah, so I've got another exam coming up this year. That's massive for me. And then I've also got, I've got something else that's not as important, like learning to do the splits. That's not as important, but that's still pretty important to me. It's something that will make the list anyway. That's the first one. Number 2, flesh it out using the SMART objectives, okay? So the SMART objectives are specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time bound. So for the specific goals, you have to be specific. You cannot say I want to lose weight. Say I want to lose 10 kg this year. I want to lose 20 pounds this year. I want to lose 15 pounds this year. I'm just using weight as an example. You don't really need to do that. Personally, I want to grow my YouTube account, so I want more subscribers. So instead of me saying excuse me, by the way, I'm recovering from COVID. Instead of me saying I want to grow my YouTube, I'm going to say I want 5,000 new subscribers this year. Does that make sense? Yeah. So that helps you know that there's a number that I'm going for, right? And then the end part of it is measurable. Make sure that you can measure it using the weight again, because that's the only thing in my head right now. You can say, oh, I'm going to lose 1 kg, every month. At the end of the year, you should have lost 12 kgs, for example. So you know that at the end of every month, you need to lose 1 kg. And if you don't, then it's just going to make it harder next month, because you'll have to lose 2 kilograms. So for example, for me, I need 50 subscribers every month. I need 100 new subscribers every month. How do I get 100 new subscribers every month? So when you break big dreams, big goals into little things, it's easier to achieve 50 little things than it is to achieve one massive thing that is too big. Because sometimes when you even look at how big the dream is, it may be very intimidating. The third letter, which is A, is attainable. Make sure it's an attainable goal. Don't say you want to lose 10 kgs in 1 month, for example. I don't know if that's possible. I don't know. For me, I think attainable, I think the next two, attainable and realistic, kind of tie into one another. So make sure that your goal is attainable. Okay, say for example, you know that you want 5,000 new subscribers. You can get 5,000 new subscribers, but you should give yourself time to attain those goals. So can you get 5,000 new subscribers in a month, for example? Maybe difficult, but can you get 50 in a month? That's very possible. So is it attainable? You can't say, for example, I want to go to the moon this year, 2022. You're not an astronaut. You don't know what the moon is. You don't know what they are doing there. You don't know how to get there. You can't fly aeroplane to the moon. I hope you know. You cannot take a bus to the moon. So that is not an attainable goal, unless obviously you're an astronaut and you've been working towards this. Even astronauts don't just close their eyes and open their eyes and say, oh, I'm going to the moon today. Do you get what, you have to plan it. And is it realistic? Is it really realistic for you to go to the moon this year? Is it realistic for you to have 1 million subscribers this year? Is it realistic for you to lose 50 kilograms this year? So make sure your goals are realistic. And the last one is T. Make sure you have the time for those goals. There's no point having a goal if you don't have the time for it. Because even if you say, for example, using the subscriber count again, I want 5,000 new subscribers this month. But, you've just had a baby. You have a very demanding job where you're working, 16 hours a day. You have another project you're working on. You have a second job, a side hustle. You're not going to have time to grow your channel. So is it something that needs to take the back burner for next year? Which is fine. It's still fine. Because maybe next year you have more time for it. Maybe next year you have more time for your hobbies. Is it something that can take the back burner for next year? Or is there something else that can give way for it to be possible? Does that make sense? So if you don't have time to grow your channel, then don't put it on your list, because it will just make you feel, inadequate, feel like you're not making enough progress. And that's not what we're about in 2022, okay? In 2022, we're all gonna make it. Okay, as long as we set smart goals and smart objectives, okay? Make sure you're specific. Make sure that you can measure your goals. You can break the year into 12 months. Every month I need to do this and I need to do that. Make sure it's attainable and realistic. It's nice to dream big, but don't make it like something that impossible. I know people say nothing is impossible, but don't make it something like I need to make $5 million this year. Is that realistic? If it is, then good for you, okay? Share the money. make sure it's realistic for you. What's realistic for you may not be realistic for somebody else. For example, I'm going to finish my residency training this year by the grace of God. That's not attainable for somebody who just started this year. So they can't say, oh, I'm going to finish my residency this year, because that's not realistic. It just won't work. But me personally, I've done, I've paid my dues. I've, done my time. And I'm going to finish this year by the grace of God. So yeah, I think that would be, that's a realistic goal for me, and that's attainable, because that's the next step in my residency journey, is for me to complete residency. And then make sure that you have the time for your goals. So if you don't have time for what you're planning on adding to your goals this year, then just shelve it for next year. There's nothing wrong with that. So for example, I said I want to learn the splits in, this year. I found something on YouTube, learn the splits in 30 days. So I can watch that. So if I say, okay, in 30 days, I'm going to learn to do the splits, that, it's time bound. I must find some time to, do some stretches. It's an attainable goal. It's not something that's impossible. It's something that's specific, because I've given it a time of 30 days and I know that it can work in 30 days. So another example is growing my channel. If I say I want to make 100 videos this year, I need, which is my goal. So stick around, okay? Subscribe. I've got more videos coming. So for me, that would involve me releasing at least 2 videos every week. Do I want to do food videos? Do I want to, jabber on like I'm doing now? Do I want to talk about books? I have 50 videos to, why am I playing with my son's toy? I have 100 videos to figure that out. So that's something that's attainable. 100 videos in a year. Yeah, I have the time for it. Yes, that's specific enough. Yes, I've broken it down to make it, 2 videos every week. So do you see where I'm going with the SMART objectives? I'm not going to say I want 1,000 videos this year. That's not realistic, because I've got a day job. Should we reconvene at the end of the year to see if we achieved our goals? I've got lots of goals. I hope that has helped you. I hope we can all achieve our goals this year, because this year we are all going to make it. So thank you for watching, guys, and please stick around. Please hit the like button and subscribe button as well, and we'll share 2 videos every week, hopefully. Thank you. Bye.